Hey, hello everybody. Good evening. Hope you're all doing good. Thanks for joining. So, who is here? Who is in the place? Just drop some comments in the chat. Be sure everything is working fine. Mic seems to be working fine. Music is a bit crappy, but yeah, I know. I just know music today. Oh, quite a few viewers and everybody. I guess maybe some huge bug here. So I'm gonna wait to have a few comments to be sure everything's working fine before starting. Right, corporate. Yeah, I see some troll chasing again here. Just fueling another move. We'll see if we get another high here. Surely look possible. I'm just gonna check on my phone. If nobody said hello, I don't know if this is working. Yeah, okay. Perfect. So, what do we have here? Bitcoin. Maybe the chat not working. Sometimes that's the problem. No, it seems to be okay. Never mind. If you want to be silent, remain silent. So, you know, basically, you know, we've been expecting after the sweep of the low a comeback, the high of the range. So last week I was still aiming for a move down first, you know, to potentially build a corrective pattern like that. Surely we you know, we've been seeing some strength here. Not a lot of retrace on the way up, the lower time frame. Now we are reaching quite very key resistance here right now. We are very close to the yearly high, you know. If we start to go above this, we're gonna have a bunch of bearish invalidation at that point. But we are not yet above it. So as of now, we are into the resistance area. We came really quick towards the very high of the range and really close to the very high of the range. Nonetheless, we are at the high of the range. You can see on the daily RSI, we are currently at the RSI resistance. What else can we say? Yeah, basically that's it, right? So I have a couple of counts here, or 3 counts AD, depending what's going to happen in the next few hours and days. Maybe start with a higher time frame, you know, just to remember the context here. We do have basically the main ID, the ID for everything anyway. We have a complete impulse here, we have a corrective flat here, and we have another impulse here. So in this ID, we should be looking for another move down, a longer consolidation, if indeed we are correcting an impulse here, which going to be sub-wave 1 of the larger degree, wave 3, right? Of the larger 3, that is yeah, that one, right? So if that's the case, we should see more consolidation here, and we shouldn't go above yearly high. There is always a possibility that you count this move as an ABC down and you have some kind of flats. Not really what I'm reading here. Not really reading that. So we're gonna see, yeah, a few alternatives here. But basically that's the count, right? That was the main idea. Until invalidation, that's gonna remain yeah, a very possible one. One of the alternative we have, is we keep grinding up here. We talked about that last week. Say, yeah, okay, if we're starting to see more strength and turn this move up into an impulse, I'm not necessarily gonna flip extremely bullish too much too quickly. Short term, that's gonna be surely a bit bullish because it gives a bit more upward movement and a bit less downward movement on the shorter term. Hello, Modi Piluri. Hello. Thanks for saying hi. So here in this ID we had basically the other flat, indeed, but here like an ABC down, ABC up, and a 5 waves down here into an expanded flat for wave 4 here. So we will be extending. Sorry, I need to clean that up a bit. It's bothering me. Yeah, and so that gives us with potential targets, around 50, yeah, 56, 50, yeah, 56,000. We have a naked POC at 61. It can go a bit beyond. It's based on the linear fib extension here, that as soon as we start to go basically above yearly high, we are starting to get 161.8 extension. So if we are going to see, yeah, just an impulse here, depend 52 if we based everything on linear, but I could see a bit of overextension on the lower time frames and how it started here. Oh yeah, potentially we're gonna see that. Now I'm not gonna jump into a short as soon as we take something. For now, there's no opportunity for a short locally. There's a bunch, not necessarily very successful, but yeah, if we start to go above the high, I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna want to see, wave 4, 5, and then maybe we come back into the range, like a bit of a high deviation, and go for larger degree wave 4 at that point. Well, which could last a bit, in fact, if we end that, because that would be an extension, like we will be extending that third wave here, but we will be correcting, all of that still. It should be comparable to second wave here as well, or this one. So potentially a couple months, which doesn't necessarily fit very well the halving cycle. Well, it's work. So that was one of the alternatives we talked about. Now, let's say we are going into full bull tard mode right now. Okay, how could we feed that? Well, basically, I'm keeping the same main ID here with a 1-2-1-2, but instead of finishing a sub wave 1 at the high of the yearly high here, where do we fit the flats? Can be here. It doesn't really matter at that point. But the idea is that while all of this movement, starting from earlier December, beginning of December to the low that we print end of January here, all of that movement would be basically wave 2 correction here. If we put it in the same color than the other one. So yeah, basically that, okay, that can work. I mean, there's always a path, it's gonna depend what kind of price action we see here. Do we see a reversal prior to taking the yearly high? Do we see continuation? What kind of continuation? Seeing how we have very little consolidation on this move up here, I would be tempting to think we still need another consolidation. Build a lower degree 1-2 here for that third, the same kind of 1-2 that we have here. Now, if we start to see just explosion, I'm not gonna jump on in front of it, we're gonna just say, well, okay, forget about the lower time frame. We are going to the 3, 4, 5 of lower degree here, and yeah, it is how it is, right? I'm not really projecting right now that kind of count. It's just an idea keeping in the back of the mind here, with basically the main idea being we're going to 100k overall for the third wave. So yeah, that's three potential counts here on that time frame. Now, if we're coming back on this locally for this range, we have, I made a bunch of counts this week, a bunch of wrong counts. As we are working with what we have, this kind of rise, it's extremely complicated to try to count that, because you don't have a clear, a long or a deep retracement, consolidation that give you hint of what is the path here, clear hint of what is the path here. We'll be looking at the flat, etc. It didn't play out. This is how it is. Now, if I'm taking this, again, still on that, extremely clear. I mean, we have a decent ABC down here, so yeah, maybe we have an A and a B. I talked about that last week as, it's possible, but I don't like it, because you see how the retracement is really short in terms of time compared to what it's supposed to retrace. But with a 1-2 here, 1-2, 1-2, well, it can work, I suppose. In that occurrence, that means that we are still into a corrective move up, right? And it should be about down here, about finished. Yeah, basically that. So I might just an alternative, maybe a bit slightly better. So we'll have an expanding diagonal for the beginning here, and we're gonna use the triangle. We'll have an A, B, C, D, E here. We have an obvious triangle. It is on the chart. How do you fit it into an Elliott wave count? Well, in that case, it could have been a wave 4 or a wave B. It's not a wave 4, as we have too much strong movement here. But wave B is still potentially. Very much potentially. What does that give us? Well, make that slight change because it gives more balance between wave A and wave B here in terms of time. You see it's way more balanced. And then it changes a bit the kind of the target, because you take you pull your Fube extension tool from wave A, project it from the end of wave B. So instead of taking the swing low here, you take the end of the apex of the triangle here, which give us this pocket still where we are precisely. So between 47,500 up to 48,100. After it all depends how you count that, right? I try. It's just exhausting to count that kind of shit show here. But yeah, basically, where is my stuff here? That's not the right one. Oh no, that's for the bullish one. Well, okay. Anyway, let's keep on that chart. Just saying, okay, maybe we get a bit more higher here, as we can see locally while we're rejecting again. We can see it keep pushing to the high. It's frustrating. It doesn't want to reverse here. A bit higher. So we'll see. There's a very short spilling in, getting absorbed, and it keeps pushing upwards. Okay, maybe we get another move higher. So the idea basically 1-2 here with expanded diagonal at the beginning, and this will be a 3, and maybe we are in a 4 consolidation over the weekend, and we get one last move Saturday, Monday, and then we get into a rest up. I'm not dropping on that yet. Until we get January high, I still think there's very high probability this play out, right? I'm gonna explain a few things that let me think that. Now, if we keep just pushing up, well, I'm gonna be looking at something like this, maybe. Basically, taking a step back. What is the projection here for 160.18? I'm gonna take back on linear for that one. Log. It gave us a potential wave 3 target here around 52k. Kind of like that. We have a liquidity level from what year was 2 years ago. That's the swing high here from March 2022. And yeah, basically having a 1-2 here, sub 1-2, a sub 1-2, and we're building on that with main target between being 160.18 for that third wave. That's what we should be aiming for, at least for third wave. So kind of extending things to the max here on the lower time frame. But yeah. It could be that way. So we have the bullish pass and the bearish pass here in the lower time frame. With again 3 threes, 2 3 counts. We'll see. This is kind of valid now. Somebody, I don't know if you are here, but mention Michael on, because I posted that on Twitter. He said, yeah, the fourth wave here is way too little. I kind of agree. So, it's just that we had a perfect match of the price here correction and the 1-1 extension. So trying to was kind of force fitting something. It should make a bit more sense to keep that as a triangle. Which means we could have another move up in it. In that case, we're just looking at what kind of retracement we could have for the fourth wave here. It could be finished, or we could be continuing to consolidate a bit more here. Basically, it could go as low as 45,400, not necessarily. It could just keep on ranging somewhere here, sweep the low that we printed a couple hours ago, and then go for a fifth. So wait. With main target being in 48,100. So yeah, basically that's it. So why am I keeping a bearish count? Well, firstly, we're clearly seeing some greediness coming in. We're really close to extreme greed. That might be flipping to extreme greed when it's get updated here. Whatever it is, you know. And yet we're still seeing a lot of sell. Why did that move here? I don't know. Really, especially where we're coming here. So let's come back in 15 minutes here. Yeah, mainly focusing on spot. So readjusted the setting here. So we had yes, selling order book here in the consolidation. It, you know, it kept us into the consolidation here clearly. But as we started to invalidate the bearish case, you know, that I mentioned, the Monday high was net short until we take Monday high. We took Monday high, just let the thing rise basically. And we can see how the book flipped green at that point. We are seeing bidding starting to appear to push price upward here. Now we are seeing again very deep, very high sell side here. Pretty clear. And in fact, even on the 10% spread, well, the 10% spread that can give us the 5k up, but you know, it's quite rare to see this stripping rate. Still tiny, but hey, let me check. Hello, hasta la vista, Josh. Yeah, clearly that looked like a triangle. Agree. It looks for 46k. Yep, 46k. Yeah, we could be coming back retesting that yearly level for still have another rise. Bearish gateway 46. I'm not sure what time frame you're talking here. I'm not doing a lot of say 46k bearish gateway. I guess it's on lower time frame. I mean, for now we have ABC up here, so here we have a truncation. There's some kind of ending diagonal here. You know, we don't have to take the high end. I don't know. No, bearish, you need to take it from the other side. Or what? I'm not very much used to it. Yeah, okay, here we go. So that one thing, but yeah, that's a gately. Gately. maybe. I'm sorry, I'm kind of tired to encounter this stuff. Following the price action here. Scalping short all week. Kind of exhausting. I don't want to give strong bias on the lower time frame. As it looks right now, we're seeing short underwater again. So I'm inclined to see another move up, But I'm short. I managed to take the short here again, take a profit. For now, I don't know. Gonna get back a bit more short if we take the high again. But this could be really be either 1, 2 or A, B, We could be going down from here. Just yeah, we were just saying the short keep hitting in a bit less on Bybit here, but Binance we can see bullish deep holding as short pinning back in after the drop. There is big take profit happened to that, and we can see some behavior that we usually start to see when we're getting to a reversal. But reversal can take some time to build up. The times that positions are being flipped by the big player. There is some sales again a bit higher here. I keep stating that. In the 48 here, so it can still hit. But there was this kind of pattern here where we're seeing bidding on spots and selling on derivative here, which led to a pretty big drop here. But often we see this on Binance. I want to call that a spoof order. It's not spoof order because they are being filled, but it can be just filling short on one side and just holding price by bidding spot, You can remain dead neutral on a big play or just engineer a bit the liquidity. But it's not because they're starting to reverse position that they cannot let things go higher. Now, there's something already in between here because we can see open interest here on the dollar value. Again, we had a high. So we had a channel here pretty well respected, printing the bottom. We have even the mid channel here. And then we just blast through and we are getting a new highs in the aggregated open interest. But what does that tell us? Well, that tells us that there is a bunch of position, a lot of shorts here that did not capitulate it. So you have on the shorter term, little short that push price higher as it gets stopped or liquidated, little ones. But you see there is not big liquidation and there is not big drop on open interest. So there is not yet a short squeeze that happened. So that can end up two ways, either you get this kind of, at some point you get just short capitulating, so you'll have a big drop in open interest while you have a big move up and big spike in liquidation here. Or this end up reversing and they start to maybe liquidity provider, wherever they are holding onto the short here. They are just unloading slowly a long position at this rise and or flipping back more delta short if you want. At some point they're gonna short sell close big chunks of the longs position and we're gonna see a big drop on open interest while price is dropping back all the way below 41k. In that case, it could even accelerate down lower because with such aggressive things, we can expect kind of an aggressive result, right? Especially as we can see all of this rise from here. Yeah, either all of this is to fill a big short. So you can bet that the goal is gonna be probably lower than 41k at that point. And at that point, you have an A, B, and you can look at a sweep of 38.5 to see the 1-1 extension to see the results here. But you can also see potentially much deeper if there is no beating, or not closing short, or indeed we keep consolidating, pushing. At some point we see this drop into a higher high. Oh yeah, which can tell us which count we go for. Oh, thank you, hasta la vista. X, you were explaining me the A. X47. This week has been challenging. My count have been all over the place. Yeah, sometimes just, that's the kind of situation unexpectable, right? I say we had pretty clean process here. I say things might get complicated. They have been, but especially this rise, because you don't really have clean stats. You have a lot of overlapping here and very small movements. So how do you count this? You may, there was a lot of valid counts here to say, yeah, okay, maybe that triangle is just part of a wave B somewhere as an A triangle. Yeah, that wasn't working. I forget the thing now, but may I had some kind of ABC here. Was a lot of possibilities, but nothing clear. Would we had like something like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a bit of consolidation, then we have something clearer to work with. But when you got this, how you don't know where is your 1, 2 here. You know that you have mainly two possibilities, especially now as we keep rising. The more we rise, the more things get, the more price advance, more things get clearer. So for me, there is mainly two things here. Either we have a triangle wave B, which I will guess finished here at the low of Wednesday at 3 a.m. here. And I kind of, fit an expanding diagonal here, because the same thing, the it's displaced here, but you have something that doesn't look impulsive at all here. So maybe ABC as a 1, 2 some kind of ABC as a 3, 4 ABC as a 5 gives you an expanded flat, right? Expanded diagonal, right? That's the only way with a triangle I can have such high projection here on that third wave. Or indeed, you don't have an Elliott Wave triangle, but you have just a succession of 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we'll see. But there is not even a clean third wave target here, barely. BTC also had the daily NP POC that we didn't quite tap at 47,850. Yeah, okay, I didn't check daily and POC. Usually I'm checking more the naked POC of the range here, which we already quite took. I was looking at there was a 50% movement of that week here. There's a daily week here. 50%, so we get there. We're getting there. Now, GP session. Yeah, for me, the daily naked POC is down there as well. Might be because of the tick size here. Yeah, that's not the one I wanted, I think. AVP session periodic, maybe. Yeah, PvP. Okay. Anyway, that's not going to change a lot. There is surely a naked POC somewhere in here. At this point, it doesn't change much for me. I know where is the invalidation for bearish counts, right? It's a high. So at this point, I'm gonna remain short until we take the high. I'm trying to get into a bigger position locally, more tight, trying to be more precise and scalping the entry here. But I think I shared the short ID. It's basically remaining valid for me. It's just being short. I mean, I was looking for the yearly level, so I didn't went at that point, but well, I tried a scalp, but I didn't stay into swing here. But at this point here, I will keep a short here with a stop above the high. It's just that I'm gonna be I'm gonna be delta long here until we see a reversal back below yearly level. But I'm gonna be at least edge on the spot and yeah, I'm trying to flip delta short. Here I'm delta short here as long as we don't get above the high. If we get above the high, I will try to get a bit more short again until we get back below this, get a bit more engagement down. At that point, I will be closing a lot more longs, most of it, and then we'll see. But yeah, I would remain that as a very much valid idea, right? Very, very. And so we see that there is big sellers here. They show that did not capitulate it yet, which can end up. Yeah, I say it can end up two way. Well, we could potentially have a third way here. It's if this, if sometimes what you can end up with is maybe more of a consolidation, and you see your open interest dropping back, and maybe we are continuing, but. I don't really see reasons for that right now, because at best, Hot roast. 6180 to 618. Don't like when I don't have a precise target here. Lower time frame, we said we were into this, I think, right? 1, 2. Yeah, still not precisely. Yeah. Whatever. Weekend is coming, bears back. We eat of the dollar, the 1-1 was potential. Yeah. Yeah, it's really close on my chart as well, but I'm looking at frequency of trading. Oh, you're taking the NGS. I will be tempted, well, to take more of the US tether pair for that kind of. Well, I mean, if it worked for you, it worked for you. Well, there's more volume. Yes, but yeah, we need to flip that higher. We're gonna need more days. Yeah, of course. Well, this kind of movement, you have 3 spike clearly, 48,700 and 48,100. Yeah, okay, 48,100. We have nice spike here. How is it on Binance? Forty-eight 100 and 48,700 600. Yeah, okay. By the way, what is Bitfinex coming back a bit on the sell side slowly? Slowly, not slowly. It's not really sell, right? No. It's weird because we are back into a negative territory here, but volume came back with very positive. Very much positive here. Yeah, a couple thousand, I guess. No, barely. Barely 1,000. CME 1,000. Coinbase. Yeah, there's buying on Coinbase. Anyway, I'm gonna be I think shutting this down now. You're always looking at the magic spread. Is there a particular stream where you talk about how it works in more detail? Is it publicly available? No, it is. Yeah, I think it is in the box for the crew. I can send it to you if you want. But it's not basically magic spread is just looking at the discount premium. You know, so where it's a bit of a dumb name I came with a few years ago. Well, at the first I was looking mainly at Bitfinex. So, you know, when it's in the green here at 100, it just means that Bitfinex is trading at $100 higher than other exchange. So that means this exchange is buying up. Or people on this exchange are buying Bitcoin that are being sold elsewhere, somewhere else. Yeah, there's pretty neutral here. Finance. Anyway, I can DM me if you want. I think I have a video somewhere. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for today. I'm not gonna place bait here, you know. Get a short, maybe 48, 100. I would like to have something clear to work with right now. I know we're through web, you know. Maybe be sure. I'm more inclined to just shut down the computer for 2 days here because I'm existing to look at this. And come back Sunday evening, we'll see. And if on Sunday evening we are bumping on Sunday evening and taking the high on Sunday evening, I'll take the short, especially as we come back down. Right? If we keep consolidating and we have, I don't know, we stayed here and we drop here Sunday evening, well, I will take the long. 60, whatever move you have on Sunday evening, depending where you are, you fed the first project. 9 times out of 10. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for participation. It's appreciable. And a few likes, also appreciated. Trade safe, and hopefully next week I will have a much clearer view, a strong stance here. We're gonna come talk about a bit more about the potential mid-term frame. Things should be clearer. Yeah, I think I've been cleared. Until yearly high is taken, I remain very prudent and short biased. Thanks everybody. Take care. See you very soon. Bye bye.